Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, at least here on the East Coast. And for you new viewers, thanks so much for checking out my channel. I know you've got a ton of options so far as watch reviews go on YouTube, so I definitely appreciate you checking out my channel and I hope you like it. Now this is going to be my second Oris review. I'm super excited. I'm really stoked about these watches. Man, I mean, I knew about Oris, but I wasn't really familiar with the brand. But I reviewed that Big Crown Roberto Clemente I guess about a week ago, a few days ago. And I really like these Oris watches. So Topper Jewelers was kind enough to send me another Oris for review. So I want to thank them. I really appreciate it. And make sure you talk to Kit if you want to get one of these. Again, Topper Jewelers, fantastic customer service. So today we have the Oris Carysfort Reef Limited Edition. And again, I'm not going to say this model number, it's really long, but I'll put it at the bottom of the screen for you. And again, this is my second Oris review, so a little bit different watch. This is the Diver. And man, these Oris watches are fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into this review. So guys, before we get into this, if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel, make sure you check out my Amazon store. I do get a small commission if you buy from my store, and that goes to help support the channel, so I definitely appreciate it. So here you go. This is a different watch box. I'm gonna tell you something really cool about the inner watch box here. I'm gonna show you what you get. I can open this thing up here. All right. There we go. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right. You got your Carysfort Reef Limited Edition paperwork. You know, it tells you your serial number in the back. Tells you about the Coral Restoration Foundation. A whole bunch of cool stuff. Anyway, if you want to check all that out, there you go. Now, this inner watch box is made out of regenerative algae. Yes, the actual watch box is made out of algae, not plastic, not leather. This is actually algae. It feels like plastic, feels like a hard plastic, but let me read the bottom here. I thought that was incredibly cool. Let me see if I can get it in the perfect light so y'all can read it too. This Oris watch box is made using environmentally friendly regenerative algae. That's a hard word to say, by the way. I had to do 5 takes before I could say regenerative. Anyway, so algae, man, that's pretty cool. I thought that was really neat. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. Let me show you the watch. There you go. This thing is a stunner in person. That dial is gorgeous. Oh man, what a good looking watch. I like the orange pop on the strap. Really nice. Good looking watch, but that dial, man, good grief. Look at that sunburst. The indexes are all applied. They've got a high polish on them, as well as the hour and minute hand, the seconds hand, and that GMT hand. What a fantastic looking watch. Maverick wants to say something about this watch too. What do you think about it, buddy? Come on in here. What do you like and dislike?
Okay, well,
Let's go with likes first. What do you think?
the dial.
The dial. Yeah, the dial is gorgeous, man. Look at that.
Yeah. What's it called when it reflects on 2 ways? You know.
What do you mean when it reflects on 2 ways? You mean a sunburst when it spins around like that?
Yeah.
Yep, that's called a sunburst.
Yeah. And well, I hate the color of the strap.
I know he doesn't like the orange, guys. I'm not quite sure. I think he has a little bit of brain damage, maybe.
If there was a blue version.
If there was a blue version, I think there actually is a blue version. Since Maverick said something about it, let me see. There is a blue version. Now, actually, I take that back. Is this a black strap or a blue strap? There's actually the gold version in 18 karat yellow gold. Good Lord, look at that thing. I think it's about, yeah, it's $19,000, Maverick. Of course, that's the one you would like. Good God. But I can't tell if that strap is black or blue.
It's like a really deep blue.
Yeah, it looks like a really deep blue. Anyway, guys, let me show you that watch, the one that Maverick's talking about. There's, of course, the $19,000 18 karat gold version he likes. Still a good looking watch. All right, so what else? So you like you don't like the strap color, but you do like the dial color. Anything else about it that you like?
I like the etching on the strap.
You like the etching, the Oris logo right there?
If it were blue.
If it were blue. All right, I appreciate your input, son. Now get out of here and go play Xbox or whatever you do. All right, let's go ahead and put all this stuff out of the way. And I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs that you need to know, and then I'll put the rest of those in the description field for you. All right, guys, so you're looking at a 43.5 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 13 millimeters thick. It's 49 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a proprietary rubber strap with a dive extension, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. You've got a water resistance of 300 meters, which is 990 feet. You've got an Oris 798 movement, and that's basically a base Salida SW330-1, and it's got a 42-hour power reserve. You've got dual double-domed sapphire crystals, both with AR coating, and the rest of the specs I'll go ahead and put down in the description field for you. So again, fantastic looking watch. I just love the look of this thing. I'll never use that GMT function. I just don't need it. You can actually keep track of time in 3 different time zones with this watch, which is pretty interesting. I really don't need it. It's a neat complication for those that travel a lot, for sure. But again, I just don't use it. You've got a bi-directional bezel right here. Excellent, excellent bezel action. Maybe, gosh, I keep saying this. I keep encountering better and better bezels with the nicer watches that I review. But this is easily the best bezel I've ever reviewed on the watch. I mean, it is just spot on perfect. It's ceramic, of course. Again, that dial. I love the little inner chapter ring there with the 24-hour times on it. It's kind of sunken. It looks like a little bit, or it looks like it's got some concentric circles around it. It makes it look like it's sunken, but I don't think it actually is. The indexes are all applied with a high polish. All of the hands, including the GMT hand, the second hand, the hour and minute hand, have an incredibly high polish on them. Just a fantastic looking watch. You can just feel the quality oozing out of this thing. It is extremely well made, as I expect it would be. Looks like you got some polish there on the lugs, and it looks like the sides of the case are brushed. Those lugs take a nice downward turn, so it doesn't wear as big as you think it would. Really cool. Nice Oris rubber strap. Good looking watch. Good looking watch. Like that nice crown. Crown's got plenty of knurling on it. There you go. You got some crown guards. Let me show you this deployment clasp. Now, I understand this is about a $3,000 watch. So I guess Oris figured, hey, look, we got to get fancy with this thing. I just like just a regular tang and buckle. All of this extra hardware that they're using here. You do have a dive extension right there, which is very nice. Don't get me wrong. But just give me a regular tang and buckle. I don't need all this extra stuff. Because when you put the watch on, this little extra piece it fits a little bit weirdly on your wrist. Now, of course, you can trim it up if you want. But this is such a nice strap that I wouldn't want to trim it at all. That's just me. But it is nice. Again, the hardware is just beautiful. I mean, it's polished. It's extremely well made. Here is your dive extension right here. Okay, so you just take it, push it, and then there you go. There's your dive extension. Go like that. So yeah, the hardware is absolutely beautiful. But again, it's just too complicated for me personally. I just don't, just give me a regular tang and buckle. That's just me. Here's your case back right there. Y'all can see that. Really nice engraving. The Carysfort Reef limited edition. You got some coral in there. Just a beautiful engraving. Wow, really nice. So guys, I like this thing a lot. I really wasn't, meaning this to be a super in-depth review. But if you like this, head on over to Topper Jewelers again. They're a limited edition. Only 2,000 are going to be made. So make sure you pick yourself up one if you like it. This also comes in a stainless steel bracelet if you want to get one of them. Let me check out the crown action here. Good grief, that is incredibly smooth. Wow. I mean, these Swiss crowns, man, good grief. Really nice. Great looking watch, man. If this might be an excellent entry level. Wouldn't really even call this entry level, to tell you the truth. I mean, this is a $3,000 watch. I wouldn't call this an entry level watch by any means, but it's just one of the best looking divers I've ever seen. Oh man, that dial is just fantastic. Absolutely love it. Again, I wouldn't use a GMT function. That's just me personally. It's nice to have, but the ceramic bezel, that dial, just gorgeous. Gorgeous watch. So let's go ahead and try this thing on real quick, and then I'll give you a Lume shot. There you go. Man, really good looking watch. God, it just feels so solid too. It's not heavy at all. But it just feels incredibly solid. There you go. Let me slide that dive extension back in, which is really easy, by the way. Just take it, push them both in, slide it in. There you go. Locks into place. All right, let's go ahead and give you a Lume shot. Let me kill the studio light and the monitor. All right, let's check this Lume out. Now, I would have thought that the bezel would have been lumed as well, but it doesn't look like the bezel is lumed. That's a little disappointing. There you go. And I can't get it that dark in here, but I mean, the Lume is okay. You know, I just compare, as y'all do, everything to Seiko's LumiBright. I mean, it's definitely good Lume, don't get me wrong. It's just not as bright as I would like it to be. But it's plenty good Lume. So there you go. So guys, tell me what you think about this thing. I like it a lot. And Oris is a brand, again, I was just introduced to, you know, about a week or two ago. I mean, I've heard about them, obviously. I've heard about the Oris Aquas a lot, and I just never had a chance to review any of them. But man, these are really, really nice watches, and they're not crazy expensive. I don't feel like I'm getting ripped off. I don't feel like I'm, you know, paying a huge markup for a Swiss-made watch. And that hardware is gorgeous. I think, again, you know, too fancy, don't need it. Just give me regular tang and buckle. But man, good looking watch. All right, guys, again, head on over to Topper Jewelers. And again, these are a limited edition, so only 2,000 will be made. And again, they're also going for $2,800. Make sure you talk to Kit. You definitely will not regret it if you do. I'll make sure to put all that information in the description field for you. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. And I will see you all in the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.